My name? My name is Brandon Forloco. But you already know that. Alright, morning YouTube. It's early in the morning. It's about 2, 3 o'clock here in Chicago. I'm a little bit under the weather, so forgive me. But what I wanted to do is I want to give you guys a deck profile on Dark Worlds. Okay, so we all know what happened at YCS, Ohio. We all know that Dark Worlds didn't top 32, but what a lot of you may not know is there's reasons behind this. One of the biggest reasons is that a lot of people weren't even playing the deck. Out of 1,100 people, only 100 people played, so that's only 10% of the format playing Dark Worlds. A lot of people thought it was inconsistent, it wouldn't do good, but what they didn't know is that there were 2 players that was actually going to make it to day 2 and even make it to the top 32 using Dark Worlds. One of those players is Ben Garcia. The other player is Brandon Wigley. Now, if you watch the deck profiles, they're pretty much similar, except for one used Gores and one used Raven. So pretty much my deck is built around that, but I have a little bit of my own personal text in it. So I hope you guys enjoy the deck profile. Alright, so we're starting off with 3 Grapha. This is pretty much your boss monster. Then we have 3 Snows. It's able to search out any card that has Dark World in its name, so it can get out Grapha or Gates of the Dark World, as well as Dark World Dealings. So we have 3 of those. Those are a staple. Alright, I'm putting in 1 beige. I only have 1 beige in here because I'm only using 1 Fable Raven. Alright, and instead of using 2 Fable Ravens, I decided to run Braun, which is right here, the Mad King of the Dark World. I like him because with Gates out on the field, he's a 2100 beater. He's easy to get over Thunder King, and then as soon as he does damage, you have another discard outlet. Alright, then you have your 3 staple brows. That's your draw engine. And then I put in Yugioh. Alright, I have Yugioh in for 2 reasons. One is I don't feel like coughing up $150 to $200 for another tour guide. And second, I really like him in the deck. What is it? Ben Garcia. Ben Garcia, he ran Gores over Yugioh. And I understand the reason behind it, because they're both fiends, and Gores comes out pretty strong, but the main concept of the deck is to have out Gates and constantly abuse it just to get another plus each and every turn. So with Gate out on the field, you can't really use Gores, the way you could with using Yugioh. Plus, his effect to go ahead and change his level based on what's in the graveyard allows me to, set up other plays and make them like my 3rd tour guide, even though it's not as good. And then I can always pitch a Grapha and take Stardust or any level 8 Synchro. So I'd suggest just trying them out. Then we have 2 tour guides to the Underworld, pretty much the staple for this whole entire format. As you already know, it's easy to get out Sangin with them, and it's easy to get out Brows, so you can start going into Laviera plays and start getting your pluses. And my 16th monster is the Fabled Raven. He's a very good discard engine. Normally you use him with cards like Beige to go into instant level 7, etc. Alright, for the magics, we have 3 Gates of the Dark World. It gives all your fiends a boost, makes them 300 attack and defense stronger, plus it's your draw engine for the deck. All you have to do is just remove, pitch, draw a card, and then get the effect off of Dark World. Alright, then we have 3 Drag Down to the Grave. Alright, Drag Down in this deck is amazing. In this format, to go ahead and get information from your opponents, to know what they have in their hand, is very crucial, and it it allows you to also get rid of your Dark World monsters. Even though they choose, all you have to do is be smart about it. Set up your hand so that you can pretty much get the Dark World that you want discarded, get their effect, and the plus. Alright, then we taking in 1 Dark World Dealing and 1 card destruction. Usually in a mirror match you side it out, but if you don't have a mirror match, these 2 cards are very essential to the deck. Alright, then you have 1 Allure, and then you have your staples, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, 2 MSTs, and Foolish Burial. You know, Foolish in combination with Grapha to put them in the grave. Go ahead and summon the Dark World, and then you got a 3000 beast stick out. It's fucking amazing. Alright, next. Alright, now I did take this concept from Brandon Wigley, which is 3 Reckless Greeds. After playtesting it over and over, I just think the card is amazing. And this is another reason why I put Yugioh in the deck. Because a lot of times, you know, when Yugioh is out, your opponent will already go ahead and see how many cards you have in your hand before they attack. So by going ahead and chaining Reckless Greed, you can go ahead and you can get your pluses as well as increasing Yugioh's attack. Then we're running our Trap Crush Shoot. You know, what you use and drag down to the grave along with Mind Crush. You always have a lot of information, so you always know what cards to go ahead and hit out your opponent's hand to make sure that you constantly gain advantage. Alright. And instead of using Solemn Warnings, I decided that I'd rather use Bottomless for the format. Going against the Mirror Match, going against TGs, and even Agents. Bottomless is just amazing. Alright, then we have Solemn Judgment, and then another tech, which is Deck Devastation Virus. Our biggest problem with this deck is going against plants because of their speed, so to go ahead and use Deck Devastation, it pretty much ruins their deck, and then you can go ahead and then start getting in. Alright, now we're going into the Synchros. Alright, I know you may not believe it, but this is my own personal take. I'm running 2 Cyber End Dragons. That's because normally when I play decks, I like to switch the whole deck around for the most part to throw my opponent off. So with 2 Cyber End Dragons, I go into Malefic Cyber End. Malefic Cyber End is easy to bring out because we have 3 gates. So you'll have a 4000 beater out there, and then I'll show you the other card that I use it with a combo with. Alright, then we have the staple Exceeds. We have Leviathan, 2 Laviers, 1 Utopia, 1 Roach. Then for Synchros, we have Catastor, Bryonic, Ancient Fairy Dragon, Black Rose, Dark Highlander, which is amazing against plants, Stardust, Scrap Dragon, and Trishula. Alright, now I'm still working on the side deck, so right now I only have 14 cards. So if you guys have any opinions on what else I should add in, go ahead and let me know. But we're starting with 2 Malefic Cyber End Dragons. Like I gave you the reasoning before, to go ahead and have a 4000 attack monster out there is hard to get rid of unless people are using 1-for-1s like Smashing Grounds or Deep Prisons, which I haven't come across too often. So I'm really feeling this card right now. And then we have Cyber Dragon and Chimera Tech. I'll put in Cyber Dragon because a lot of people, they're still using the Ultimate Offering gadgets as well as using Karakuri Synchro, which is hot now, so I want to be able to not worry about the machine matchup too much. And then for the mirror match, we got Kaiko, the Ghost Destroyer. All you have to do is just have an open field, hit them for some damage, and go ahead and start removing their Dark Worlds from play. And also, in the mirror match is good because they can't use the effective gate to remove a monster and start getting their pluses. Alright, and then against Miracle Geminis or Stun Geminis as well as Agents, I got 2 Leech in the Lights for the mirror match, and TGs also put in another MST because I hate back row. Alright, and this card right here what makes Dark World so good in my opinion. I decided to side deck it instead of main decking it, but I might switch that around, and that's Skill Drain. Most of their effects, because they're all activated in the graveyard, pretty much Skill Drain gets around all it gets around all their effects, as well as it helps in the plant matchup, it wrecks agents. I mean, it's just a pretty good card. Alright, and then for plants as well, we have Debunk. This is good against plants and Dark World mirror match. And then this is why I run Malefic Cyber End Dragon, because I like to switch and go ahead and go into a virus control. Most decks are running a hell of a lot of magics except for TGs. So with TGs, it's easy to just go ahead and call a trap, pretty much wreck their deck. And then one combo that I like to use is If I don't have my field card out and I already have a virus set, or I have deck devastation or eradicated already set, the next turn what I like to do is, since I won't have to waste my normal summon, I go ahead and I special summon Cyberman. The catch with Cyberman is you can special summon him, but without a field card out, he's destroyed. So normally what I'll do is I'll special summon him, and then I'll chain to his summoning before he's destroyed. I'll chain a virus. And it usually catches people off guard, because a lot of people, they're reading the text, they're like, man, I know you can't special summon him without the field card. Well, you are wrong. You can special summon him, but they're destroyed immediately without the field card being out there. So between Malefic Cyber End and Skill Drain, I can have my Malefic Cyber End stay out as much as I want, and then when it's time to get busy, I can go ahead and I can go into my viruses. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.